Hello, everybody. Welcome back
Hello.
to the Mario Kart Central Twitch channel. Mayday. We got the debut of Mario Kart Universal Season 14. Some Division 9 action between Noob, Reborn, and American Gunslingers. I'm really excited for this MKU season, honestly. Like, the past few seasons have just kept growing and growing and growing. We're at like almost 170 teams right now, and it's going to be a great war to kick it off with. There's a few wars happening tonight, actually. We have this one. There's a few wars in D4. I think Star Clan 2 versus Air, and then Higher Octave versus Air. We're not currently planning on casting those matches because we also have Runners Assemble finals happening right after this, so stick around for that. But yeah, I'm really excited. What do you think, Myles?
Yeah, I think it's going to be a really interesting match to watch. You know, we're going to have a really interesting season. We have even more teams than we've had in the past, and like you said, you know, MKC is just growing. MKU's becoming such a big tournament that it's just going to be really interesting to see kind of how things are in the future.
Yeah, for sure. And here we see our lineups. We got American Gunslingers, Gucci, Pilato, Ignite, Gabe, Price, and Big Ed. And for Noob Reborn, we got Alejo, Edion, Paula B, Hotabe, Devil Joker, and J Papu. We don't have flags for Devil Joker and J Papu. They're from Guatemala and Costa Rica, respectively. Unfortunately, we couldn't get the graphics for that.
Yeah,
Definitely a lot of country diversity here, though.
Oh yeah.
We got Pilato from, I think that's Argentina. Even though it's American Gunslingers, they're not all they're not all Americans.
Right. Yeah, I mean it should be a really interesting matchup. You know, we're starting out in D9, and it's just going to be really interesting to see kind of just how the division kicks off. You know, who's going to take home the first victory.
Yeah, and I'm actually really excited for the two POVs we have, because if you look at the rosters for these two teams, like Gucci and Alejo are like the carries for each respective team, right?
Right.
We should be seeing a lot of gameplay up in the front tonight. We should be seeing a lot of battles for first place, which is always exciting. It's not always the most fun thing to see someone just begging for shock every race, right?
Yeah, but I mean, it's also interesting to see, you know, one point of view hard bagging for shock, and then one point of view running in first. You know, it's good to see that diversity. So I'm interested to see kind of just how these two players whose POVs we see are going to opt to play the races tonight.
Yeah, I know Gucci is capable of begging, right? Like,
right.
Even though Gucci is a very good player, he's not someone who's going to be hard running every race no matter what. He's someone who's going to be in the pack doing what's best for the team. I'm not so sure on Alejo. His point averages suggest that he's running a lot of the time.
Exactly. Yeah, he's inward main, right?
Yeah, I think he is.
Oh, that's going to be super interesting to see. It's always fun to see people with different combos kind of, you know, playing the best that they can. But as you said before, you know, Gucci's kind of capable of playing just about any position, which is going to make for an interesting match, definitely.
Yeah, totally agree. So thinking about this division, right? D9. For those of you who've been in the community for a while, you might see D9 as a pretty low division, but we have 21 divisions now, right? This is fully middle of the pack in terms of divisions. So
exactly.
Even though it's a number that might be lower than some of you are used to seeing for casts, I expect to see some really good gameplay out of these guys, and it should be a good war.
Well, what's really cool to consider is that I actually started my quote-unquote MKC career in D9, and that was considered like low div back in I think it was season 10 or season 11, I believe. And then now it's really interesting to see how we have 21 divisions, and this is like kind of high mid div at this point. Like it's just really interesting to see. Yeah, it's interesting to see how things have grown.
Yeah. Myles starting on Machine Kings Online, MKO.
Yeah. Formerly known as Ascension as well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We're getting right into it. We're looking at Gucci's POV right now. They can't decide a track. They're going DKJ, which obviously heavily counters Alejo, the inward carry for NRB. For those of you who don't know, DKJ features a super bounce on it, which is a strat that cannot be done by inward drifting bikes. So that's probably a big reason why AGS is picking it.
Big Ed is also an inward main, so it's going to be interesting to see if Ed decides to opt to bag or not, and you know who's going to be in the front, who's going to be in the back for each team.
Yeah, well, Big Ed definitely chooses to bag a lot of the
Correct.
time, right?
Correct.
Like, AGS is a team that kind of gives their members more defined roles within a war, and Big Ed is definitely a bagger for this team. So we'll have to see how he does this war.
It's definitely it's an interesting way to play a war, you know, to have like a designated bagger for each team, or for on the AGS side. You know, it's not really a common thing, you know.
For sure, but hey, I mean, if it works for you, and if you're good at it, like if you can pull shots somewhat consistently,
absolutely, absolutely.
So Gucci actually using Link for this race. That's interesting. We'll see if he sticks with that.
He's been rocking Link the past few weeks, I've noticed. But yeah, real quick breakout at the front.
Pretty good lines from him. He's immediately at the first.
Obviously,
what we
very
expected from
confident
Gucci.
track. Yep. Oh yeah, looks like a top 3 so far for AGS.
Yeah, top 3, and Big Ed actually choosing to run. So the super bounce not affecting him too much on lap 1 here. We'll have to see where Alejo is. He's definitely the player from NRB that I'm going to be looking at the most closely.
Yeah,
for now we just got
Gucci running the front. You know, he has defense and horn in first. He's kind of set, barring a shock.
Yeah, he's kind of just chilling right now. You got Alejo actually up in third. So the two inwards that we were talking about being disadvantaged are in 2-3.
What a great pull for Alejo right here.
Blue's coming out. The Ghost just took his red, so Gucci should be able to horn this blue here.
Yeah.
Just insanely broken away right now.
Oh yeah, yep. He's got quite a lead. So it looks like a 1-4 for AGS right now.
4 reds and second from Alejo. Yeah, that's...
Another triple red pull. That's kind of... Man.
I mean,
alright.
When first is that far broken away, right? Like, you're just going to start pulling really broken items in second.
Oh yeah. Oh man. Yeah.
So
and then now Alejo taking over. He's got a shroom in first. Top 2 for NRB.
Little bit of stream delay, obviously. We saw Gucci get hit twice, and it's actually like a lot of top spots for NRB.
Yeah, almost the top 3 right now. But I mean, you know, AGS isn't out of it. There's definitely quite a few of them up here.
For sure. I think Gucci was expecting to pull shrooms first there, but stuck with the bomb, so he had to kind of hop through the cut. Kind of unfortunate. Down to 8th for now.
Really unfortunate that, you know, Alejo had to pull, I think it was 7 reds behind Gucci within the first, the first 2 laps.
Was so broken. He's not even getting first, so it's okay.
Oh man. Okay.
Oh my god.
Looks like a 1-3 for NRB. Started off though.
Yeah, 1-3. Kind of everything else for AGS though.
Yeah, 2,
bottom
4,
3
5,
for NRB as well.
For
nice.
AGS. Yeah.
That red on the line, like even though NRB still got not red, sorry, the blue on the line. Even though NRB still got first, like getting top 2 instead of 1-3 there would have helped them a lot.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I think that was a pretty even race. Just about, yeah. AGS up by 8 right now.
Yeah, and I think this is going to be the story of this war, honestly, because you have 2 people on NRB who are very, very good and well above the level for this division, right?
Absolutely.
Egeon and Alejo, the POV.
Mm-hmm.
And the rest of them are people who, you know, were scoring average to poor points-wise in Division 11 last season.
Right.
So those 2 are really going to need to be getting top spots pretty much every race if NRB wants to have much of a chance in this war.
Correct. They're really going to have to pull their weight, you know, per se.
Oh yeah. And AGS definitely, like, they have stronger players. Gucci comes to mind. You saw how quickly he broke away on that first race there.
Of course.
But, I mean, AGS is definitely more even in skill level than NRB is, in my opinion anyway.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, real quick work of Gucci getting to the front, which is, you know, kind of what we want to see. Yeah.
He outlined everyone so fast. Like, he had such a huge breakaway.
I know. It just, you know, I mean, Alejo just had to pull everything that he wanted to get into first. Yeah, that was super unfortunate. Yeah.
And this is a track that I know AGS loves picking. This is, I guess you would call it
they're really good at this track, yeah.
Unfortunate not pulling an item, and he's going to get redded as well, so Gucci's going to be in the back right from the start of this race.
I believe... wonder if he's opting to bag at this point. You know,
I believe the Warriors are 1-1.
Yeah. Price is 1 Wario, so I wonder if he's in first. I mean, up there in, looks like second or third right now, actually.
I'm not entirely sure who's up in the front right now, but we do have Gucci just
Yeah.
kind of chilling in ninth for the time being. Oh, it's
we got
Alejo
Alejo
first.
Okay.
Yep,
Okay. Oh,
alright.
he's got defense and a horn. Let's you know you gotta wonder if AGS is gonna pull 7 reds behind him.
Yeah, well, you know, if last split was any indication, I think we might be seeing
Exactly.
some red shells sometimes.
Exactly. All right. Yeah. Looks like we got AGS in a 2-3-4 right now. Blue's
Oh, yeah.
coming out for Alejo.
It is kind of interesting that like the two POVs ended up in pretty much the same situation on these first two races. Like
Exactly.
first race, Gucci was broken away with a horn in first. This race,
Yeah.
Alejo was broken away with the horn in first.
Yeah.
It just goes to
like-
show that our assessment at the beginning, like these are the two strongest players in the room, is
Correct.
kind of correct.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like 2-3-4-5 right now for AGS. They're really putting some pressure on Alejo to kind of hold it down at first.
Gucci's got to be careful with these triple nanas. If he catches up too much on his teammates, not going to matter. The shock's coming in.
Lucky shroom right there.
Absolutely. I'm going to have to assume that was an NRB shock. It got AGS's 2-3-4
Yeah.
right after the set.
Definitely, yeah. You can
Yeah,
see
NRB coming
NRB
up now.
coming up right now. Oh, interesting.
Ooh.
But, yeah, interesting going for the double there. That was super risky.
The missing
not
last
pulling
set
Reds
and getting redded for it.
Oh
Dave is
man,
also
keep
gonna
it
get
redded
redded.
too. And
For the
backfired.
fire.
Man, looking like quite a few bottom spots, but NRB's still getting last here.
Yeah, missing that last double really kind of killed Gucci's race there. Top 4 for NRB. Okay,
Man,
okay.
Yeah, that shock really did some damage, and then.
So that's
of
what
course-
happened when second place doesn't pull 7 reds, just for reference.
Exactly, but I mean, you know, it's safe to assume that first is going to go for that double, right? So it's interesting that Gucci didn't opt for a single or at least try and go wide for the left double. So, you know, I don't know, that was
Yeah.
definitely kind of a misplay on his part, but we'll see if they can bring it back. And TM's an interesting pick for those spots. I would have obviously opted for a hard bagger like dry or cheese at this point.
Yeah. I don't know, I feel like if I'm Gucci in that situation, I feel like I definitely need double to keep my spot, right?
Absolutely. I would
But
have
if you don't have the option of getting
for
it,
sure.
like
Yeah.
it's better to get one box than no boxes, even if you think that you need
Exactly.
double to keep your spot. It's
Exactly.
just unfortunate.
Super risky going into that last turn with no item.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely one of the most chaotic spots in the whole game, and you kind of need some kind of defense when you're there.
Exactly.
So we'll go to TM. It's AGS's pick. I don't hate this for an enemy top 4, honestly. I think
Same.
the guy in 4th could pull a shroom, but other than that, the top 3 is going to be kind of out
Exactly.
of luck here.
Kind of screws them over item-wise at the beginning for sure.
Speaking
Hoping
of being
that,
screwed over item-wise, Gucci not getting the
Yeah.
box for that.
Exactly.
Kind of having
man.
to readjust his line as well. He's going to be in the back here, or at least
Yeah.
in the middle, down to
It's-
6th.
It's becoming a common theme for Gucci to be missing some boxes here.
Yeah, it's unfortunate because he's definitely driving faster than this room.
Oh yeah.
If he doesn't have the items to back it up, like he just doesn't have the ability to keep these top spots, you know?
Exactly. Interesting. Not opting to chain that shroom because there is a red right next to him.
Yeah, and he's opting to stay behind the NRB members. Hopefully, he'll be
Yeah.
able to fire some of them. We got Pilato up there on the
Do it,
right.
do it.
Big Ed too as well.
Very risky. Okay. At least he got the red out. Looks like he
Surprising
might have
Big Ed
fired
up here.
in
Big Ed's up
spade.
to first.
Yeah. Big Ed looks like he's in second. I'm wondering if that might be Alejo in front. I'm not sure. Yep.
And it's
yeah,
Alejo
it
in
is.
front. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, Alejo's a really solid runner. Yeah,
Yeah,
he's real quick in front for sure. Oh,
Here's
no
the
defense
plan,
first,
Myles.
though.
Every time there's a Waluigi in first, I'm just going to assume it's Alejo.
Same. Yeah.
Because
It's fast. man.
based on this war so far, it's just Alejo in first.
Red coming out. Oh, red coming out on both sides actually. Kind of cancels out the little AGS come up right there. But yeah,
the
we got
pack is
looks like a
closer
1-3
as a
for
whole.
NRB right now. Got Edgeon and Joker up there. Looks like.
Yeah, Alejo managing to hold first, but his breakaway is kind of gone at this point. A blue would ruin that.
Looks like a 3-4 for AGS right now. Both opting to take the right side.
Gotta be careful with these greens. If he tries to change
Oh,
stream,
yeah.
which he won't.
Yeah. Okay. Man, he could. I would have told Ed to shroom up so I could pull out my greens right behind him. Gotta watch out for that blue.
Maybe get Hotabe on the line,
Oh,
and he
nice,
will.
nice.
So at least a 4-5 for
Very nice.
AGS.
Yeah. Oh, looks like it might be a 3-5. I'm not sure. No, 4-5.
Just
Oh,
4-5. Another
three.
top three for NRB.
Dang. Yeah.
And Alejo is on 40 after 3. So
Right.
really, really proving our original point that Alejo is very, very good for this round.
Yeah, Alejo kind of time trialing in the front, you know?
Yeah, like he got redded out that race, but then second just got redded out too.
Yeah.
So he just stayed in first for the entire
But I mean,
race.
the issue wasn't getting a box, you know? He just unfortunately got his defense ghosted when he was out in front.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
But didn't matter. Still stayed in the top, and
Exactly.
NRB kind of pulling away to begin here.
Yeah.
Up 30 after 3.
But I mean, you know, AGS got that winning race in the first race. It goes to show that it's not impossible for them to come back. They know what they're doing for sure. They just got to kind of keep a level head and keep trucking along.
Yeah, absolutely. 2 bad races shouldn't define an entire war, right?
Absolutely.
Even though AGS is down right now, like they proved in the first race that they can get winning races against NRB.
Yeah.
It's still possible for this to be a close war, you know?
Exactly. Yeah, you gotta wonder how the call is when they're down quite a few points at this point, you know?
Yeah.
If they're able to, you know, keep a level head, then that's obviously the best thing.
And we're going to RMC, which is once again AGS's track pick.
Yeah.
Hopefully Alejo opts to run. It's not super
Yeah.
interesting with seeing bagging for 2 laps.
Yeah, definitely.
And he will, so we're gonna get an inward running RMC POV, which is pretty rare.
Oh, I mean, it's a you know, a really good track for inward. You know, there's not a whole lot of like really sharp turns and tough corners and stuff like that. So
yeah, for sure.
But yeah, we got both point of views running this race.
Ooh, gonna trail Big Ed there.
Yeah.
The 2-3 from AGS both have reds, so Alejo's gonna have to be careful for that. And Ignite taking his box as well. He'll be down to 5th for the time being.
Yeah. 5th, almost 6th right now. Oh, and he's back up to 4th.
Gotta watch out for Gucci's red here, though.
Absolutely. Yeah. All those reds up in front from AGS are definitely scary.
Yeah, and Alejo did opt to stay back a bit to avoid that red, able to come up afterwards. He's just getting redded anyway, though.
Yeah, just gonna take it. Smart play just to kind of keep that shroom.
Which is interesting, yeah.
Ooh, unfortunate shrooming right into triple greens. That's definitely not accounting for that lag.
Gucci in his star, no shock, so we can assume that AGS at least doesn't have it right now.
Yeah. Yeah, good pull. There's quite a few top spots from both teams. It's going to be interesting to see kind of how this finishes up.
Yeah, it's looking like no shock unless something comes in very late in the race. Gucci going for the glider.
Yeah, we'll see if that gains him a few spots. That's a really smart play.
Playing triple greens and going on the right path. Yeah, playing it as safe as possible. Going to roll into 4th.
Looks like at least a 3-4-6 for AGS. Oh, 2-3-4-6. Nice. Okay.
Okay, last place makes it not such a great race, points-wise, but it should be just about even.
Yeah. Yeah, I was taking a look at the top spots.
The last spot was last, Zoro.
Okay, I see. Yeah.
So what do you go if you're in this situation?
I mean, I would have opted for a drafter, you know? DS, Grumble, those are probably the best drafters that haven't been picked, you know? Cheap's already been out on the board, which is also a really good drafter, but looks like a slight winning race for AGS, which is, you know, kind of putting them back in it.
They're going to be +6, and AGS is down 24 after 4 races, so really still anyone's game here. Yes. Interesting pick from NRB.
No Streetle on the board, which is kind of interesting. I would have definitely picked Streetle if Royal was being picked from the other team.
Yeah, I mean, you never know what's going through the people's heads as they're picking, right?
Definitely. Definitely some nerves coming out, you know? It's the first match of MKU, kind of getting your footing in your division.
Yeah. For sure. So AGS is going to have the opportunity to draft up into top spots at the beginning of this race. Just try to get behind the guy in first.
Yeah.
Alejo is in a pretty good position too, actually. He's able to take this
Yeah.
first turn pretty tight.
Yeah,
Maybe
no
pick up a
bomb
draft.
though.
He's going to draft on his teammate there, not gaining many spots from it, and it looks like AGS is most of the top spots right now. They're at least first.
Yeah. Yeah, Gucci in front real quick. Looks like a top 3-ish so far for AGS. Oh, Edgion's up there. And I think the Roy is J Papu, so they're definitely putting some pressure on Gucci right here.
Yeah, 2-3-4 from NRB all of a sudden. AGS kind of lost all of their front presence except for Gucci right there.
I mean, you know, that's the purpose of DS, you know?
Ooh, and the fire coming up from AGS. That was a good play from them.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, risky red, but AGS all around him.
It is going to connect with Gabe.
Yeah, definitely.
And kind of stuck in the mid to back here for Alejo.
Yeah,
you can see on the mini-map.
I would have opted to go for coins, you know? Kind of chilling in the mid-pack with 3 coins only.
Yeah, he's not in a great position to come back up to the front right now. He's down in 10th, holding a green shell and a single shroom now. Like,
yeah.
If I was Alejo, I would start bagging at this point.
Yeah, kind of need a bill at this point. Yeah, it looks like, ooh, close to a bottom 5 for NRB right now.
Yeah, someone's got to be going for shock.
Oh,
the only person back there is Big Ed, yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's good that they're staying back because it looks like maybe a top 4 right now for AGS.
Yeah, it should be a top 4
NRB
for
coming up though. Yeah, Gucci's also chilling with a low amount of coins, so.
If I'm NRB right now, like you got to be going for shock, right?
Yeah,
like
absolutely. Yeah.
AGS is just top everything. Alejo's up here because he can just outline the entire room. But did that hit? Okay, no, it didn't.
That would have been really cool looking.
Something drastic has to happen here if NRB wants to get a good race out of it.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like anything drastic will happen. First made it past the glider, which means there's probably no shot.
Yeah, it looks like Gucci's like... Oh man, actually it's looking like a lot of AGS back here. Oh, Alejo fired on the line. Gains a couple spots for AGS. Yeah. 1, 3, 5, 6, 7 for AGS.
Yeah, still very good for AGS.
Yeah, for sure.
Once they had the top spots, really NRB was not able to break into it. Alejo was for a bit, but getting fired on the line just ruins it.
Yeah, absolutely.
So if we looked at the overall scores there, which they were just there for a second, but I think Alejo and Edgion were top 2 overall, and then there were like 5 AGS members after them.
Mm-hmm.
So it really just keeps proving our point that like NRB is very focused on their few really strong runners, right?
Absolutely.
And
yeah,
you know, they've had some help.
Yeah, for sure. AGS starting to close that gap. You know, you see that -8 on the board, and you wonder if they're really going to make the comeback that they need, because it's a lot closer than it was going into race 3. You know.
Yeah, for real. Like, I mean, really, most of that lead came from one insanely good race on race 2.
Yeah,
It was a +22, followed by a +16 for NRB on races 2 and 3.
Okay.
So it feels really bad at that point, but I mean, AGS followed that up with a +6, then a +16, so it's back. It's back right in range. You know, it's within 1 race right now.
Absolutely.
We're gonna go to ED, which is an interesting pick.
It is. This is also a really good draft.
Yeah, I feel like NRB's spots are like a bit too bad to be picking this track. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Man, Alejo is on 62 after 5 right now. That's insane.
Dude, he's really good.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I feel like AGS is gonna have the opportunity to draft off themselves here. I'm not sure about this pick from NRB.
Absolutely.
Gucci not able to pick up a draft right away, but they're here.
Got one. Yeah, proving your point right there.
Not getting too many spots from it because of all the bumps, though. And then Alejo, you can see him drafting up on the right there. Could be up into 3rd with a shroom, so pretty good position for him right now.
Red first right now. Okay.
Gotta watch out for that.
Yeah, kind of holding it down for AGS right now, but Alejo's obviously gonna take cut.
Yeah, Alejo gonna take cut, and then he's gonna have a horn in first. Probably gonna be forced to use it though.
Yeah.
It gets ghosted anyway.
Okay. It looks like top 3 right now for NRB right now. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how that plays out.
Pilato's up there. It looks like Pilato's in 3rd. but it's good front presence from NRB right now. Oh,
Oh, the
unfortunately.
fire. Yeah.
Oh, that's so bad for Gucci. I feel bad.
Okay, well you see Pilato's up there in a third right now, and obviously it's Alejo running away in first.
Yeah.
But,
I feel like
yeah.
this isn't as strong of a position as it looks for NRB because the cut at the end of this track is so powerful. Whoever has the shroom there is just going to gain a ton of spots, and it looks like the 2-3 are both
Yeah.
not going to go for it here, but all of a sudden the pack is way closer than it was before.
Yeah. No shroom going into that last cut is super unfortunate, you know, just because of how wide you have to take your line, you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
You know?
So Gucci's back up into fourth. I think it's Alejo still in first right now. Might be able to keep the lead without a blue.
Yeah. Ooh, banana tight there. Very good avoidance. Yeah, we'll see if he decides to get that red out.
He's not going to. He's going to hold his shroom for the cut.
Yeah.
Kind
Okay.
of giving up the prospect of first on this race. That's kind of
Yeah,
just Alejo at this point. And it's a
Yeah.
lot of NRB up here, actually.
Yeah.
Big Ed pulling
like a
into fourth, it
fourth.
looks like.
Maybe a top 3-5.
Oh, Nite was up there. Okay. So
Okay.
still a 1-3-4 for NRB.
Bottom 3 for NRB there.
Yeah, that kind of ruins it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So
Oh yeah, really close. That looks like was it a +2 or a -2? Yeah, +2 for AGS there.
yeah, it's actually a winning race for AGS. So
Yeah.
I mean, when your carriers are trying as hard as they can, they're getting the top spots. But if you're getting bottom 3, like it's hard to win races, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
So we still have NRB leading right now. That's the silver lining.
Mhm.
Unfortunately for them, NRB has also been losing races for the past 3. They're just kind of
Yeah.
hemorrhaging
they're just
points right
throwing
now.
Yeah.
But again, I mean, it's within 6 right now. Like this could be a completely different situation one race from now. It's very, very, very close.
Mhm.
But momentum definitely in AGS's favor.
It's quite literally a nail biter here.
Oh yeah, my nails are fully bitten right now. I see someone being very rude to me in the Twitch chat. If you could stop doing that, Moises, thank you. I would appreciate that.
How is he now?
Oh, he's being very rude.
Oh!
Very, very rude.
Oh, I see that. Man, that's messed up.
It's kind of rude, honestly.
I'm saying, man. I'm saying.
Gucci
Yeah,
not
that's
going to go
right.
for the cut here. I don't blame him. I would definitely get bumped off if I was going forward in that situation.
Yeah, for sure. This track's a really inward-heavy track, so you know you can obviously see Alejo breaking away, and Big Ed was up there, but I think he probably got bumped out or bumped off of the split path there. That's what it looked like. But,
Okay,
yeah.
okay, y'all better stop with the salt emojis in the chat. I'm gonna pop off.
No salts.
Oh my god, that is just so mean.
Man, you can't salt
Oh
the
my
snail boy like that. That's just messed up.
God, everyone's doing it. Is anyone on my side? Oh my god.
Man, I am.
Okay.
You know I am. Man.
Dude.
So we got both point of views in top 2 right now. We'll see how long that'll last.
Ooh, the banana. Okay.
Very unfortunate. Still keeping his second though. Got Big Ed with fire right behind him.
Yeah, luckily he had the shroom there. Watch out for the bomb. Okay.
Right. Okay. Got Ed. But yeah, Gucci getting the red out. I would have waited for glider possibly, but you know, okay. It worked out.
Oh, it is gonna connect.
Nice.
Yeah, Alejo went
Yeah.
super aggressive there, trying to bomb out the 2-3-4 from AGS. Didn't work out for him. He's down to 7. He's
Yeah.
gonna get billed. He's
A lot of top
fully
spots
in the
for him
bag.
here right now. Yep.
Too bad.
Yeah,
But
looks like on the map top 2 for AGS, as you can see Pilato and Gucci up there.
yeah, but I mean,
that horn is scary.
since
Look at
we're
that
looking
pressure
at Alejo, we can assume that Alejo's gonna be back up to his top 3 position within like 2 turns.
I mean, it's hard to say, you know.
It's not looking great for him right now.
Yeah,
It's not looking great. But
0 points, chilling in 10th right now. Okay, he's back up.
If previous races are any indication, Alejo's gonna end up in a good spot this race too.
Yeah, very unfortunate. You know, they're opting
Yeah,
to hold
pulling the
their
bill. That's a good start.
Yep, there's the shock coming in. Yeah, TSing their top spots. See, PPS is never a safe track. We'll see how this ends out. Oh, Man,
Unfortunately, the build took him around the cart.
Getting up to 4th? Okay, okay.
See, I told you, Myles. I told you.
Yeah.
Alejo is just gonna find a way to get into a top spot by the end of these races. Top
4.
2, 4.
9, 10, 12. So that it looks pretty even. Looks pretty even to me.
God. Etienne and Alejo are on like 85 and 79 or something like that.
Yeah.
they're carrying this war so hard right now, and I mean, full credit to them. They're both very good players. AGS
Absolutely.
just has all of these middle spots every single race.
Yeah. We'll see what they opt to pick. You know, they had quite a few mixed spots there. Some top, some bottom. Okay, TikTok. Good. Yeah. Interesting to see some runners coming out.
Yeah, TikTok. Not generally known as an inward-friendly track, but Roberto, USA, from SX, he's gone on record saying that TikTok is the best inward track.
Yeah,
and,
he's a very strong inward player, by the way.
He's pretty good, so I'm gonna trust his opinion on that one. That's what I've been heard through the grapevine, but you know,
yeah,
I don't play inward myself, so I can't confirm that one.
Right. See, regardless of Noob Reborn being up 12 points only right now, we can see that the top two, Edgion and Alejo, are really broken away in terms of points. But we'll see if they'll be able to hold their weight for the rest of the team till the end.
They're very, very good players. They're proving it right now.
Yeah, interesting seeing Gucci go for the middle cut 7th right there, and obviously proved our point right there that he'd get bumped out. He's chilling impact
good
right
thing
now.
he didn't fall off the track there. Obviously taking a high trick, losing some time from it, but
yeah,
he's still on. He's in 4th.
Yeah. So top 2 right now for AGS.
Price gonna get redded? Never mind. Okay, just let him.
Oh, okay. Alright.
So Gucci all the way up to 2nd.
Yeah,
top
2 right now for AGS.
And that was interesting from Gucci. He actually missed a few tricks, like on the cog section. He was just able to not get hit by anything and pull up into 2nd by taking the card at the end.
Very lucky.
It's going to be a 3-4-5 from RB, though. Definitely a lot of pressure. And Price is out, so it's just Gucci up there.
Ooh, Alejo reds his teammate. We'll wonder if that... Okay, didn't connect. That's good.
Oh, that was good from Alejo. Throwing the red and then immediately getting out of the way.
Yeah, nice quick reaction on that bomb for both sides.
So Alejo up into 4th. Gucci's still 1st right now, but it's a 2-3-4 from NRB.
Yeah, a lot of pressure here. Ooh, quite a few reds coming out.
Yeah, I'd be very surprised if Gucci was able to keep 1st here. There's so much pressure on him right now. Alejo getting the double. Triple beams aren't going to do too much.
Ooh.
Able to Price, never mind.
Oh, insane back. Man,
oh, that was a great back.
Deadly.
Okay. So Gucci somehow has still not been hit out. I don't know how he's still in 1st right now, but the 2-3 is pretty much solidified from NRB.
Yeah. Oh, bomb up. Oh, not gonna matter. 2-3 for NRB.
Yeah, good on Gucci there, man. Like,
absolutely. Yeah, very good.
I thought he was screwed when I saw NRB in 2-3-4. Like, if you don't have
all those reds, man.
Yeah, like if you don't have any help up in 1st, just the chances that you stay up there are slim to none, right?
Absolutely,
like,
absolutely.
You're gonna get hit out, but on that race in particular, Gucci was able to hold it, kind of saving the race for AGS. It was +8 for them. And AGS is actually
closing the gap just a bit.
The gap. I think the score on stream is wrong.
Yeah, I'm not sure
I think the scores might be flipped. Because our bot in the server says that it's +4 for NRB right now.
Yeah.
Stream says it's +6 for AGS, so I'm not sure what's going on there.
I mean,
might need to get some confirmation.
2-point difference, you know, it's still pretty close regardless.
Yeah, either way.
Yeah, definitely.
It's a very close war. Either team could be leading after each race.
Yeah, so I think it's 330 NRB right now.
Right.
326 AGS, so NRB's up 4 at the moment.
Okay.
Okay, here we go.
So there you go.
Cool. Yeah. All good.
So I highly doubt Gucci's able to keep 1st here.
Yeah.
I just don't think it's gonna happen.
Street Sweep's a common pick from a lot of Latin American teams. They definitely know how to play it. You know, it's a really good drafter, and it's good to get into the front. Yeah, Gucci immediately falling to second right there. 2-3, we'll see if
He's
he
gonna
can
get the trail on him? No, actually running into the wall trying to do it.
Oh,
my god.
No.
That's too bad.
Little too eager there, a little too eager.
I mean, I think Alejo made the right play there, right?
Yeah,
like try to draft into Gucci. He just got bumped into the wall and kind of ruined his line because of it. But it was the right idea from him. Pulling more.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Oh, 2 sets of triple bananas for NRB right here.
Hotabe and Alejo trying really, really hard not to TK each other, throwing the bananas forward. It almost hits Joker on the way too.
Oh man.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
They're just like
forward.
NRB is fully on top of each other, trying really, really hard not to kill each other.
Yeah.
And Gabe is chilling with triple reds. None of them can pass.
Very slow. Good play for Gabe. Getting the slow one on Hotabe right there.
Very nice. It looks like a lot of AGS up in the front right now.
Absolutely.
Looks like a top 3. I'm assuming that's Price in first, not Hotabe.
Safe to say, it might be a top 4 even. You know, yeah. We have might be Price, then Gucci. Okay, yeah, Price, Gucci, Ignite.
Oh man. You really had to switch to Gucci right as he hit the blue.
Yeah, man. Super unfortunate.
Oh my god, he switched right back.
Love it, man.
Just see Gucci run into the blue. That's all we had to look at.
Gabe is the slow-owned master this race. He's
dude,
using all of his items to his benefit here. You know, getting the most out of everything that he pulls. That's obviously the best way to go about it. You know, he's putting in some
the red broke. Well, it's actually a 3-4, I think, for NRB right now. Maybe going to be able to pass on the line. The boomerang could do work.
Ooh,
and
okay. First for AGS, second for NRB. Very close finish. Yeah, 1-3-4, and then a few mid to bottom spots for AGS.
And that's going to take AGS into the lead right there.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. AGS is now up 6 with 3 left.
Yeah, Gabe was definitely doing a little trolling that race, for sure.
Absolutely. Just a wee bit of tomfoolery.
A wee bit of tomfoolery indeed. I'm going to step away for just a couple seconds, and I'll be right back.
All right, no worries. So, this is the first time that AGS has been leading since race 1. AGS got a +8 race on race 1. Everything after that has been NRB leading. They got a +22 on race 2. They've been leading ever since. But now after race 9, AGS is back in the lead. So, I mean, this war really has stayed close the entire time. It was looking good for NRB after 3, but really, I mean, it has not been dominant for either team. AGS able to come back into the lead. They're going to Cheeseland, so, you know, who knows what's going to happen here. Just want to point out, Egeon is on 102 after 9. And his team is losing. So, it just goes to show, man, like, NRB has 2 very, very good players, and the rest are just trying to keep up right now.
All right, I've stepped back in the booth, in the stew.
Welcome back. I'm so very happy that we have 2 running POVs on Cheese.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, I don't think I'd have anything to talk about for, like, 2 laps of this track as the bigger shot.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. This track is always interesting to see, you know. Playing from just about any position, you're never safe until the last cut, you know.
Yeah, this track is interesting from the beginning of lap 3 onward. Everything before then is just like, all right.
Yeah, just a little trolling from then on. But yeah, you know, this is honestly one of my personal favorite tracks. I think it's a lot of fun to play. You know, it's not good for running per se, but it's definitely a lot of fun to play.
In the early shot, Gucci might DC, honestly. He's been just sitting there getting hit by stuff forever. Okay, we're good. We're good.
All right, nice. Good to see. But yeah, I mean, you know, when you think about it, bagging becoming this powerful in a game like this, you know, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, it's really interesting to see kind of just how the game has evolved and how hard baggers really play into wars and just how they can shake things up.
I mean, I've honestly never looked at it that way, right? But you're completely right. Like, this is a game where the goal is to cross the finish line before anyone else. And the fact that there's multiple tracks where the best way to do that is be like an entire half a lap behind. It's interesting. It's definitely interesting.
Absolutely.
Gucci choosing to come up
Yeah.
right now.
Bill
It's already
triple
lap 3, actually.
so
I didn't even
powerful
notice.
in Lap 3.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Gucci should be good here, barring a second shock or maybe a ghost.
Yeah.
Gonna get either
No
second
go
or
to
first here.
shock. Yeah. It's a free second or first here.
Maybe? Nope, okay. Edgeon pulling even further ahead
Ah.
in the in-div
so
department.
Yep. So close. Ooh. 2-3-5-7 for AGS. And then a 1-3-6? 1-3-4-6 for NRB, right?
Yeah, I didn't
I'm doing
quite,
the,
I didn't
math
quite
right.
see the spots there. It was very close. It was -2 in NRB's favor, so
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
even closer now. The war's within 4
Yeah.
points with 2 left.
Man, this is truly a nail biter for the first match going into season 14 of MKU.
Yeah, really. And like neither team has gotten many big races either.
Yeah. See, it's
The
at this
largest
point
race-
where your team, you know, really wants to pull out all the stops and pick the tracks that they're personally like they personally really excel at. So it's going to be interesting to see what kind of tracks they pick.
Okay, okay. So
Interesting.
NRB
Tracks.
going for a track that I'm personally not a huge fan of.
Yeah.
The Raceway, and AGS with another track that I'm not a huge fan of, Goldmine.
I definitely
Gonna be going
prefer
to Royal.
Goldmine over Royal, but yeah, gonna be interesting to see how this goes.
Yeah, so the thing with Royal, right? You can kind of just do whatever, but that glider ramp is so huge that if the other team has a shock, you're kind of just screwed anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Track is definitely way more dependent on the shock game than many people think it is, I think.
Correct, yeah. It's all gonna come down to who gets to TS who on the glider, you know?
Yeah, for sure. We have a DK in last. I'm actually not sure who the DK is. But you do also see Big Ed back there, so...
Yeah.
I would assume a bagger from each side.
Yeah, definitely.
Getting a trail off. Ooh, watch out for Gucci. Okay, okay. Oh my god!
Ooh, the carnage on
Oh.
the glider ramp, man.
Oh, that was nasty, dude.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It was.
Destroyed 2 of NRB with a single back.
Looks like a real quick top 3 for AGS right now. Oh, Gucci
Oh my
gets kicked out.
god!
Man, nobody's safe out here.
Dude! Oh my god, he just got destroyed!
Yeah, absolutely claps.
Absolutely bent over for that red. Or it was a green.
Indeed he was.
Indubitably, that was wacky.
Tried some words for that green, but yeah, you know, I gotta agree.
Gotta agree. Could not agree more.
Yeah, for sure.
So, I mean, what else is new? Alejo's up in the front.
Yeah.
I don't see Edgy on, but you got to assume he's in first or something, right? Like,
Yeah, well, we're wondering who gets blued. Oh, nobody. They dodge it. Okay.
just a billion boomerangs in play. This race has been very hard to understand.
Yeah, absolutely. It's been quite a tug of war.
There's a lot of things going on in this race.
Yeah, looks like a top 2 right now for AGS, but it's all gonna come down to who pulls the shock. You know, NRB obviously should be going really hard for it at this point.
And Alejo not using his ghost, we can assume that NRB doesn't have shock at this point.
Yeah.
It's looking strong for AGS from my point of view.
Yeah, it's gonna be a first place for Gucci for sure. He's kind of broken away.
Don't know who those Waluigis in 2-3 are.
It's really interesting to see someone broken away on Royal. You know, it's a track that obviously has been such a tug of war.
Top 3, 5, 7.
Yeah,
Okay.
NRB's gonna need a really big race here going into the last race.
All right, AGS.
Yeah, putting in some quick
see.
work. Yeah. Yeah,
Damn,
Royal
so
would definitely be an interesting pick.
this war used to be close. Okay.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, NRB needs a massive race to win. AGS is plus 26 with 1 left.
Haven't closed it out just yet, but it's definitely gonna take something really big for NRB.
It's gonna be a struggle for them because I mean, as we've seen this entire war, NRB gets 2 or 3 top spots every race, but the rest has been mostly in the bottom. NRB is gonna need pretty much everybody up in the front at the end of this next race, and they haven't really shown that they're capable of doing that so far this
Yeah.
war.
Yeah. Couple of classic polar opposite tracks coming out on the board right now. You know, got a hard runner and a hard bagger, so it's going to be interesting to see kind of how this is going to be going into the last race. Getting RWS. Let's see if AGS can hold down their top spots here.
This is going to be definitely interesting, this race, because if you're starting with top everything on Wario Stadium, it's kind of hard to keep everybody up in the front. Honestly.
Absolutely.
You're just gonna bump each other out. Someone's gonna pull triple mana's first set. Like
yeah.
I'm not sure about this track pick from AGS, honestly.
The one top spot for NRB burns out though. You know, it's gonna be a struggle. So I'm wondering if they are gonna bump each other out here. Top 3, they're still holding it down here. Oh,
Alejo getting one of them out. It's only gonna be top 2 for AGS at the moment.
Big Ed's coming up on him.
Gabe and Gucci in top 2. Alejo gonna just straight up outline him. Gotta watch out for the green though. Pulling a red in second, unable to take the cut, which is unfortunate for him. But Gucci obviously can't take it either. He's not gonna lose any spots at the moment. And this is looking rough for NRB, honestly. Because AGS only needs like 1 or 2 top spots in order to win this war. And Gucci is now established in first, right? So something crazy is going to need to happen for NRB to get into every single top spot, which is what they need to win.
He blocks the red, I mean, you know, the obvious play here is to shroom up in the cut and horn Gucci. You know, that's going to kind of kill his top spots, but you know, we still see Ed in the mid pack and Pilato coming up on the map.
It's actually choosing not to take cut, which is smart. Gucci has a horn as well.
Oh, see, I thought it was lap 3. I thought it was lap 3 the whole time. Okay. All right. He's got a horn in first. It's kind of set. Nice.
He's gonna be able to horn the blue.
Yeah.
This is looking really bad for NRB right now.
Yeah, AGS has a banana in first, so even barring the red, you know, he's safe. Oh, drops it back. Okay.
You know, I would have shroomed up right there. I would have chained.
Yeah.
Because if you're Alejo, you need to get Gucci out of first if you want your team to win the war.
Oh!
AGS wins. I'm calling it right now.
Yeah, same. That back
my
kind of
God,
sealed it.
GG.
Yeah, that back sealed it. Pulls another horn, bars another blue. Yep, here it comes.
Yeah, Gucci's getting first. That's all we need to know that AGS won this war.
Yeah, man. Closing
really close. Up until race 11.
Yep.
AGS kind of just turned it up on the last 2 races and made it not even seem that close at all. And of course, Alejo and Edgion getting 2-3. Who else would it be?
Man, exactly. 134 and 118 and not even winning the war. That is insane to me.
Yeah. A plus 36 for AGS. They're going to be 1-0 in Division 9. Currently leading Division 9. Congratulations, guys.
GG's.
But you know, Edgion and Alejo currently leading the D9 InDiv leaderboard, which...
Yeah, but I mean, if you look at the final standings, you know, AGS is 3 through, 8? 3 through 9 there?
Yeah.
Following NRB's huge top 2 broken away. But yeah, just couldn't carry hard enough.
Yeah, and oh my God, those 2 were really carrying very, very hard.
Yeah.
Kind of insane to see like how much those 2 in particular were always in the front, always getting top spots, but I mean in the end it just wasn't enough.
Mm-hmm.
So we are going to call it here for this specific match, but next we have the Runners Assemble Finals with the Real Panas versus Arcanum. Should be a good match. We'll see you at 0-0 for that, or I guess it would be 9 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time.
6 p.m. PST. Can't forget about the West Coast.
Oh yeah, just you, but I won't forget.
Whatever, man.
So we will be back for that. See you then.
Yeah.